Carl ignored everyone's warnings and rushed straight toward the sea. Without hesitation, he leapt into the water. The officers ordered to have him pulled out, but Carl was swimming too fast. His friends on the ship were cheering him on, which only made the officers angrier since no one could catch him. This was a U.S. Navy base. On a hot summer day, everyone wanted to go for a swim, but there was a rule: 6 days a week, only 1 day for swimming. Carl could only swim on Tuesdays, but Carl wanted to break that rule, so he ignored everyone's objections and jumped into the sea anyway. Because Fridays were also too hot, Carl's family had always been farmers. His father didn't want him to spend his life farming like he did. So when Carl grew up, his father sent him to the Navy. It was his only chance to change his future. The day he left, his father told him, no matter how tough it got, he must keep going and never come back. Carl set off, carrying his father's hopes and his beloved Drado. But when he arrived at the base, he realized things weren't easy. Besides doing odd jobs, Carl could only work as a cook. For breaking the rules, Carl got locked up, but instead of punishing him, the captain saw his talent and recommended him for Navy Academy to become a rescue diver. When Carl arrived at the academy, the instructor refused to let him in, but Carl didn't give up. He stood outside all day. Eventually, the instructor was moved by his persistence and allowed him to enter the base. Even though Carl made it into the academy, his fellow soldiers greeted him with hostile glares. The instructor held a welcome ceremony for him, but none of the soldiers wanted to share a dorm with him. Eventually, they all moved out. Only one guy, who seemed a bit slow, was willing to stay with him. He was a stutterer and often looked down on by the others, but soon they would all change their views of Carl.